try to hold up the same principles that actually your opponent is using to oppress you. And because he has the majority on these things and has sort of the power over these things, he will always be able to rule you or to overrule you as well.
I can follow you by saying I'm anarchist and you are a Democrat. From my point of view, I know no anarchist who's not a Democrat, and I know no anarchist who doesn't accept human rights. I can't, well, sorry. But the other point is that, in my opinion, the GPL has formed a small room where we can perform such a study of how we can work better. And sure, it's a small room, and maybe we're corrupted by this, but in my opinion, this small room is really big. Think what we have all reached. And in my opinion, it's the GPL.
Well, I think you can also reach this just in the very absence of GPL. Why do you need GPL? You know, I mean, just do these things. I don't.
Well, I have an answer to that. We could look at the BSD code, which I presume you prefer, and the TCP stack of the BSD code that Microsoft took and incorporated in their software, Windows, and therefore became a lot better and more selling.
Still.
But if Windows got better, isn't that a good thing for humanity? No, frankly.
It's better if Windows is a good thing. If Windows supports capitalist structures that oppresses people, it's a bad thing. And I'm not really going to go into that right now.
Windows is a good thing if you take it. Windows is a bad thing if you buy it.
Here goes the mic. Thank you. I would say it's a bit misconcepted to stage this as a question of compromises as being not compromising. I think we are dealing with an idea of a pure subject, which I think is false. So, for instance, when seeing if free software is anarchistic or communist or not, we have always to point out that we live in a post-Fordist capitalism, which is making use of free labor, and so on and so on. And you make those points, which are important. But they doesn't rule out that at the same time there is another potential, always active, where people desire to break away from wage labor. And these two exist at the same time. So, and the same with, so that's my point, to be quick.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say to this. I'm a little bit tired as well already. Sorry. So anyone else?
I think free software is not the answer for an anarchist system, because at first you must ask for the system, what we have. You must know who owns this building here, for example. This is not our building. It's a building of the owner of the BCC. And we must take this building, that we can say it's us, then we are anarchists. And I think free software is just a playing field for rich or middle class and upper class students, and they are saying we are so anarchistic when we are now programming in our universities, and I think this is not the main question of changing of this system. We must first destroy this system, then we can speak about more anarchism. And this is the most question, who's the owner of our production things and our companies.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the general thing is that it's not so much really about now finally judging free software, finally judging GPL or something. The point I just wanted to make was that the connection to call these things anarchical or anarchistic is really not so very valid. And from my point of view, and really from the point of view of anarchist theory, you would really have to have different concepts and not again rules or anything. So, and that was just basically the point I wanted to make.
What is your revolutionary subject?
Revolutionary subject? What do you mean?
The workers' class, the students, or all the people in the world, or the
Everyone
third world?
for himself.
Everyone.
Yeah, you are, I am. Disappointed. Okay, anyone else? Yes. Microphone.
I'm just wondering, you said that programming means to be an expert. I disagree with these scripting languages. It's so easy. It's much more complicated to learn how to build a house. Yeah. Yeah, okay, you have to read it. I think it's even more difficult to repair bikes than to program.
Well, that's probably your point of view. I don't know anything about programming, and I don't think I will.
Yeah. I guess people are not
So easily,
learning
at
how to
least.
program because they don't see the value of it. They could learn programming within a week, but they don't do it.
Yeah,
They
but
just-
that's really a luxury commodity, isn't it? They could learn programming within a week. I don't think so. Could they? Could they learn programming within a week up to a grade that they could really participate in the development of Linux?
No, that's a bit more difficult. Okay.
No, but that's the
But
thing
it's-
we're talking about, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing we're talking about. We're not talking about like writing a little script for something.
But that would be a start, and there's lots of things you can do with scripting meanwhile.
Yes, but I mean the vast chunk of mankind doesn't have the time or just the commodities to really work themselves into these topics so very well that they could really participate in it.
Yeah.
It's just not that accessible.
Okay, and on the other hand, you say that the hardware has to be much simpler to be accessible also, or in an anarchistical sense. And I wonder if you have any practical idea how that would look like. I mean, it's already very complicated, and nanotechnics may be next thing. And would you want to go back to mechanical devices to make it easier?
No, we don't have to go back to mechanical devices, but we can of course enable people to. We can make things or design programs which enable us to design programs, so to speak, and make those very easy, or just go back to more easy machine structures. And as far as nanotechnologies and all this crap is concerned, I don't think we really need that, you know. I mean, that's really crap. Most of what I heard about nanotechnology is really uninteresting, stupid. There's no killer application for nanotechnology so far. I mean, you can switch the color of your car every morning, but that's about it. So I don't think we need this. We should rather try to develop some technologies which enable us to have clean water everywhere, to have sustainable energies, to have a healthy environment. And those are very basic, simple technologies which are already at hand. You know, I don't think we have to really now, oh my God, how can we make nanotechnologies available for everyone? You know, I mean, most people have other worries than nanotechnologies. So.